Hey everyone, it's James, also known as Swagman, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. I figured we'd take a break from the treasure hunt today, even though we are already 3/4 of the way through, and let's try some classes today. So we'll start off with Biology, and see how that goes. So you can see, don't be tardy. Hello, my name is Jacques, and I'll be your Pokemon Biology teacher. In my class, we'll all learn the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more for the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them come out of their Pokemon walk along with you. Sounds great, huh? You can use the ZR button to throw a Pokeball and let out the Pokemon inside. Nothing curious than watching your Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They're sure to respond some way. It's a great way to get to know them better. However, where your Pokemon battle is all isn't such a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk along with you? I'm gonna say inside buildings. That's right, great job, James. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the species. Thank you. Therefore, please don't let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors. Okay, everyone? I think I see them out and about in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember, use the ZR to throw a ball and let the Pokemon inside. You also want to remember that throwing a ball at a wild Pokemon will start a battle. Looks like that's all the time I have for today. See you all next class. Okay. So for our next class, we are going to take... Oh god, we're going to take Math. Oh god. Math with Mrs. Time? Yes. Oh god, back even in high school I hated math. A lot. Alright, let's see what we got from math. Time was a lot like rhyme. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name's Time and I'll be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? What do you think? I hated math in high school! Oh my... Thank you for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. You know which? Are all up in your studies of Pokemon type matchups? Oh yes. For example, grass is strong against water and water is strong against fire, correct? James, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bear in mind that water is strong against fire. If the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes the move's damage? It's doubled. That's right, I know you can count this for you for this question, James. Using moves of a type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of a type that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Pendra's Studies territory, of course, but thought it'd be best to use a lively topic as an example. I can make math fun even for those of you who don't much like the subject, don't you think? Exactly! Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose it's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Alright. Let's take a look at the next class we got. So we got history, we got languages, we got battle studies, we got art, we got home economics. We're actually going to take a look at history. See what happens. It's pretty interesting. I didn't know all these classes existed. I feel just like I'm back in high school. Even Oh, I see we have some new students with us today. And you are? My name is Rifort. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors through history forge a path to the present in which we live. Today you shall learn about the most mysterious location in all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you are aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and its research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. What could it possibly be? Aha, per time my eye contact, young James, answer me this. What exactly was the beast to rest in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero? I think it was treasure. This is a wild... Oh, wow! That is correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. It's believed that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Woman, do I look like a child to you? Answer me that. Besides, if it were all possible to investigate this area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Alright. Let's see what next class we'd like to take. We're gonna take languages. You like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Ah, oui. Je veux cette classe. Class will begin soon. Or classe ouvrir. Prochaine. Which means class starts next. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. Je suis heureuse pour cette chance, expérience. Mon jour jeune avec tout le monde. I'm so heureuse or happy for this chance to experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So I just imagine I'm here to save you from spoken languages. Haha. Funny, no? Excuse me. Monsieur Salvatore, je parle le français. Je suis fluent en ces langues. That's right, my classes will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I know, I've been to France before. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, zézé, arigato, danke. It's all the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Yes, that is thank you in Spanish, French, Mandarin, Japanese, and German. Whoa, James, was it? Bravo, that's correct, and speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, zézé. These words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their last sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try to make the people make me very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Ah, ça c'est la très bonne information, Monsieur Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, adios, matinee, à la prochaine. See you later, everyone. Okay, does anyone know if the Pokemon games, as the time filming this video, have been translated into Dutch, Portuguese, or Russian? Because I know Nintendo releases games in those languages as well. Alright, our next class we're going to take is going to be Actually, you know, let's go out for lunch. I could really use a hearty sandwich or two. Now, I know in some colleges and universities, there usually are restaurants on premises. But instead, we're actually going to go have a picnic. So, let's go find... And where are we going exactly? We're going straight to the edge of town. You guys all never seen a Merida in the code for town, have you, before? Well, I have. Alright. Oh. Hey there. Want to rest up a bit at my picnic? Sure. Well, that went well. Alright. We're gonna have our own picnic right now. So I'm gonna actually work with my Pokemon. Oh hey, Pommy. I mean Lightning. How you doing? We'll just clean you up. It's very important that you clean your Pokemon up because the more you do it, they'll actually get friendlier towards you. Wow. I'm a little surprised by being fire, water, like when you're washing, glare doesn't really affect, fire types really doesn't affect them. Oh. Wow. Bonfire seems to be doing pretty fine. You're doing good. Alright. Over to... Yeah, I wasn't... Oh! Get out of the picture, Miranda! I'm trying to watch! Trying to watch where he is. Oops. That didn't go well as I expected. Oops. Well, nope. I didn't finish that correctly. We're gonna try it again. Nope, never mind. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. Let's see. Alright. I don't know if I'm really cleaning it to worry about, but... You know what? What we can do is actually make a sandwich. Alright. I am... We're going to creative mode, just see what happens. So we're going to use hamburgers. We're going to use potato tortillas. We're going to throw some cheese on there. And some bacon. And also, we're gonna put some red onions and cucumber on. And I think we're good. I don't think we'll need any butter. We are going to use some vinegar. And, yeah, red flight pick. I hope this turns out well. Alright. Whoops. God damn. I'm not good at making sandwiches. Alright. Well, this was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. See how this worked out. This is not tasty at all, is it? Let's see. Success! Another Tasty James original. Alright. Let's get out of here. We gotta head back to class. Alright. So, lunch went well. Let's go see some more classes, because we got a lot left to check out and not much time to do it. Alright. So our next area is... Next area is the, Battle Studies class. It's Miss Dendra. If you saw her in my earlier video where I fought against, who was it again? Where I fought against Tulip. Tulip is close friends with Miss Dendra. Oh, what's this? Oh, Sue, say hello to your battle instructor. The one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra. Oh, Sue's a karate fiend, by the way. Look it up. Age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well... strong and muscular. Fighting types, of course. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you get more the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so no training gets left in the dust. Even if you're new to this stuff, have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time. Wait, is that Nimona? Let's set our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attacks at their disposal, and each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about the power type and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid. Question coming your way. There are two categories of attacks moves fall under. Know what they are? They are physical moves and special moves. Awesome, you're just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you can have a handle on the basics. Anyway, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage than the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is. And special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's special attack stat is. And this has been around since since Generation 3, I believe. I think the moves were divided into physical and special in Generation 3, but I could be wrong. My Pokemon knowledge is a bit rusty. On here are saying things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having a high defense or special defense stat, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon that go physical moves should raise their attack stat, and Pokemon that go special moves should raise their special attack stat. Trying to raise both these stats equally just make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger. I always say that goes for both people and Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time. We'll generally meet for my next class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. I feel like a little fresh air makes studying more fun, am I right? You got that right, Dendra. The class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. I might just do this more often. Alright. And next up, we are going to take a, we're going to take an art class. Just see what happens. Greetings, I am Hassel. I will be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Now let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't even need a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So is my class a waste of time for you? I think not. At least I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? The eye of the beholder. Interesting. Thank you, James. Oh, I don't mean this as a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you take all the time to think about it. Think about how we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color? They're the windmills of Artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafa. I'm sure you'll find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful if you just take a moment to stop and think. And I'm certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help you pull through the days where studies have you exhausted, or when work has damaged your spirits. Oh, do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all that now. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It is my hope that this festival adds even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time, we'll try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. Excellent. Ah, nice! And now, finally, this next class is the final one, and then we're at it, and that's all for school days. Alright. I'm gonna take Home Economics 1. You'd like Home Ec with Mr. Sagurao. Class against. Alright. So there are different types of home economics you can take in high school. I think I took most of the cooking classes. I don't know if cooking is part of home ec, but I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Saguaro. Your time here with me will be spent attaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the Academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of your lives and the necessities thereof, food, clothing, and shelter. Of those categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you'll also find the breadth of these effects can be experienced by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there is a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see, Master James, tell me, what must you get mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? My choice of fillings and condiments. Perfectly correct, Master James. Perhaps you already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. I have! The choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. Thank you. I must say, I feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in my class and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Excellent. So those are the various classes at the Uva Academy. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video where we do some legit Pokemon battling. See you next time!